I like to fight a little dirty, baby. If I opened up and caved in, would you hurt me, baby?
So I already did my eyebrows. I did use the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer in Dark Brunette. I forgot that I was gonna do this hair color, so I tried to do them lightly as possible so it wouldn't be too much. So now I'm gonna go ahead and use my concealer. I do like to use the Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. This is in the shade C1. I'm gonna be doing like a soft glam kind of look. I want it to be like a little orange or something in it. And I love to use this concealer because it dries down matte and you don't have to set it, and then whatever like colors you put on it, they pop. This shouldn't be like too bright of a color, so you necessarily don't have to have the C1. But I love this as a eyeshadow primer for all my eyeshadows, and especially for my cheap eyeshadows. I love how this looks. It helps them like look pretty on the eyes. They look expensive, like very expensive eyeshadows. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that in. And like I said, after you blend this in, you just need to let it dry. I'm gonna be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. So I am going to go ahead and start off with the shade Orange Soda, and it's going to be right there. And I'm just gonna be using the brush that it came with. The brush that it came with is really good, and I think that'll make it very easy to do by using this brush. So I'm just gonna go ahead, start by just packing that color on, and then once I have it packed on, then I'll go ahead and blend it out. So next I'm gonna go in with the shade Sienna, and I'm gonna actually just focus that right here in the crease. And I'm gonna be using the same brush throughout this entire process. So yeah, I'm just gonna focus that right there in the crease. And I'm gonna put it more so right here on the ends, and then I'm just going to blend it out. And as you're blending that out, make sure you are going back in with that same color that we used first, just to blend out the edges. And I'm just gonna keep doing this back and forth until I have the desired kind of pigment that I want. So I'm gonna go back in with my concealer, and I'm going to do like a fake cut crease. So I'm just gonna take some and just blend that out. And then I'm gonna take this buffing brush just to buff that out.
Ryan Little.
I'm not gonna go like all the way towards the end of the eye, so I'm just only doing, I want to say it's like what, 3/4 of the way. And then I am going to go in with tempera, and I'm going to put that in the front, and then I'm going to go back in with Sienna and just kind of mesh that all together. And then I'm gonna take Dusty Rose and just put that right there on the edges. I thought I was gonna do orange, but this right here looking red, so that's okay. That'll be fine. So I'm just gonna put that right there on the edges. So now I'm gonna use my NYX matte liquid liner to line my eyes. And I'm not gonna do a wing liner. I'm just gonna line just by my lash line. Lashes, I did use the Ardell Double Up Double Wispy lashes. I love these freaking lashes. So now I'm gonna be moving on to my face. For primer, I'm going to be using the Pixi Rose Oil Blend just so that my face can get a little bit of moisture. And then I love the E.L.F. Poreless Putty Primer. I just like how it makes my makeup look. So I really love this. My face has been dry, so that's why I'm using the Rose Oil Blend. And it also looks good on my makeup as well. So for foundation, I'm going to be using the Milani Conceal and Perfect. And I do have it in the shade Amber. This is what it looks like. I got it at Walmart on sale for $2.70, and I've been sleeping under a freaking rock. This color is Amber. I don't think they have that at my Walmart. This foundation is so freaking perfect. It's full coverage, which is like my Maybelline, but the only thing is the color is like exactly my skin tone, and then it is full coverage, so it does look like freaking pretty. Uh-oh. I only want a little bit on my forehead, but it does look freaking pretty like on my skin, and I freaking love it. And this foundation has been out so freaking long, but I haven't ever seen the color at my Walmart, so I never ordered it online. But I freaking love this foundation. And it's like on my second time using this foundation.
Yes, ma'am.
You hungry?
Oh, baby. 1, 2, and 3 out.
Get it, we hungry.
I got her new beauty glam.
Almost done.
Oh, girl, you always
I guess anybody eat then. Don't wait on me then. Okay, so this is how it looks, and that's what I mean. Like, this foundation is so freaking pretty. It doesn't look like orange, like how another drugstore, like a lot of them look orange, but this one is so freaking pretty. And then this is my first time using this freaking sponge, and oh baby, I love this sponge. I've been using my E.L.F, but the E.L.F one is a little bit more softer. This one is more like sturdier. And I freaking love this. Like, your foundation looks so freaking good, and I just bought this and everybody been talking about it, and I've never even bought it before, and like, I'm freaking in love. So now I'm gonna go in with my concealer. I am using a Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealer in the shade Golden. And then I like to take it right here so that carve out my cheekbones. I love this sponge. It don't take but a couple of seconds to get your makeup right. So now I'm going to take the color Pecan. This is the Loreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. I like to use this one to brighten up. So I just put this under my eyes, and then I do take it on my nose as well. Okay, and then for my nose, I'm gonna take my Morphe G41. It's like a nose contour brush, and I like to stamp that on. I kind of put too much, so I'm gonna try to take that off. That's okay. So now I'm gonna go in with my powder. This is actually new. This is the Morphe banana powder. I usually buy I usually use the Morphe Banana Rich powder, and then I also use my Maybelline powder, but I wanted to try this one because I love Maybelline Rich, but sometimes it's too like yellow, so I wanted to see if I like this one better. Okay, so I'm just gonna press this in. And I love this color. This one's actually really pretty. The Morphe powder, if you've used it before, it will scare you at first because it is really like thick. It's not fine. Like in my opinion, it's not fine. And when I first used it, it was like stuck on my face and it wasn't going anywhere. But as I use it, I know that you really don't want to kind of bake with this, or maybe the banana rich kind, because this one is not like that. I feel like it's melting into the skin. So maybe it was just the banana rich. So this color right here is pretty. So I'm just going to press that in. Like I said, I don't really want to bake. So yeah, that powder is looking really pretty. I think I like that powder. So now I'm gonna set the rest of my face. I'm gonna be using my Maybelline Fit Me. This is in a 362 Truffle. And I'm just going to make sure that the excess powder is not there. And then next, I am going to take my Black Radiance contour palette in the medium to dark, and I am going to be using the contour shade. And I'm only going to put it on the cheekbone. And then I also take this same color and I use this to contour my nose. And for my contour brush, I use this brush right here. And it's just a flat concealer brush. And I use it so that I can go ahead and create a line so that I can get my contour as like small as I want it to be. And then I take the same brush that I used earlier and I dip it into my powder, and then I'll just blend out that contour, and I'll keep going back and forth until I kind of get it how I want it to be. But right now I'm just going to add this on here, and then I'm going to take that on the nose, and then I'm going to take the rest and just keep blending that out. And I'll keep doing it and see my nose disappears because that contour goes away. When it does that, I'll go in and add some more. Because I want it to be blended. I want you to see it, but I want it blended. So I have to go back in between so that it's blended, but also, you know, it looks good. So I put more, and then I don't add any more powder. I'll just keep going in with this brush. So I wanted to have like a shadow as it does now. So then I will go in with that Sculpt shade, and I use the same brush that I used to put that powder on. And I'll actually put this powder on top. And then with this powder, I actually take the brush on the side and I'll kind of swipe it down just to kind of blend that in. So the first powder is almost, I just want to create like a shadow, I guess, and then this one right here is kind of like to bring the nose back to life. Using that same Sculpt shade, I'm gonna go in with an angled E.L.F brush, and I'm just gonna put this right here in between where I contoured in with my highlight, and that kind of helps mesh my highlight and contour together. And then I actually take this one along the forehead as well, and then I am gonna take that right here underneath that contour. So for blush, I'm gonna go in with the Saharan Blush Volume 2 palette, and I'm gonna be taking Tau, this color right here. I think I'm just gonna take that color. Let's see. So on to lips, I am gonna be using NYX lip pencil. It is in the shade Nude Beige. Okay, Okay, and then the lip color that I did get is gonna be by Wet n Wild, and it is their Nudist Peach. So let's see. So this one actually not gonna work. So I'm gonna go in with my NYX pencil, and this is the color Espresso. Okay, so that's actually really pretty. But now I was gonna go in with this pumping lip gloss, and this is actually from Hard Candy. It is Sun Kissed. I was gonna put it on top. I kind of feel like I shouldn't put it on top, like it'll mess it up, but we're gonna see. Yeah, I put like a little bit, or maybe a lot, because it looks pretty. So for the cheeks, I think I do want to put this darker blush on, which is this one right here. I think this one is more towards my eyeshadow. So I'm just gonna put just a little bit, just on the apples. So I use 2 eyeshadows. I use the Maybelline Falsies False Lash Lift, and then I use the Maybelline's Lash Sensation Curve Tube. So I like to have like fake looking eyelashes on bottom with my own eyelashes. So I like to cake on my mascara, so I'm gonna cake it on and go back and forth with both of those mascaras. And then I love to do this, so you are gonna see this like every video, but I do put 3 dots. I do one in the center, one on the outside, and one in the front, just to give me the illusion of falsies on bottom. So since I put that gloss on my eyes, I'm gonna go in with I want to say this color right here, which is called Glistening. It's like a gold kind of color. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put that just in the corners of the eyes. I just want just a little bit. And I am gonna use my Morphe continuously setting mist to go ahead and set this off. Okay, so this is the final look. I wanted to do an orange look, but it didn't come out orange. I don't know what I was thinking, but this is the final look of the makeup. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up or a comment, or like whatever look you want to see next. But yeah, this is going to be the final look. As for this hair is also going to be in another tutorial, so make sure you are subscribed. That way you do know when I post this video. So I will see you guys in my next one.